Today, I'll be walking you through the installation process for the Smoothtalker Stealth X6 Signal Booster. Smoothtalker Cellular Signal Boosters are perfect for people who live on the go or outside of urban areas where cell towers might be far away. I'm spending quarantine here on my property on Keats Island, and it's a real jail sentence, let me tell ya. Thing is, there aren't any cell towers on Keats, so our connections can be not ideal. Thankfully, the kind people at Smoothtalker swept in for the rescue and gave us one of these units to test out. The Stealth X6 Signal Booster boosts 4G LTE and 3G signals and can work on all networks. According to Smoothtalker, increased signals will improve voice calls, data speeds, and even the battery life of devices because they won't be struggling so hard to connect to a network. The X6 stands for the 6 frequency bands that the booster works with. So let's go set it up. The kit they sent me comes with 2 high-gain directional antennas. One will be used to connect to the nearest cell tower, the other will be used to broadcast the boosted signal into my house. They connect to the signal booster via coaxial cables, which are also included in the kit. These antennas are directional, so the outside antenna will need to face the nearest cell tower. Luckily, the folks at Smoothtalker were kind enough to walk me through a site review of my property over the phone. They shared with me an interactive map that displays the cell towers in my area. Like I said, Keats Island doesn't actually have any cell towers, so we'll need to boost the signal from this tower on Bowen Island. I picked this spot on my deck for the outside antenna because of the direct line of sight to Bowen Island, where the cell tower is. Also because it will be far away enough from where the inside antenna will be placed. You want to keep these antennas separated by about 50 feet, and have them face in opposite directions so they don't interfere with each other. This kit came with a variety of mounting brackets. I'm using the hook bracket with the 3 screws to mount the antenna to the side of my deck. The inside antenna needs to be placed in a spot that's roughly 6 feet off the ground and has a good line of sight into the house. Remember, these things are directional, so you won't feel the boost if you're behind the antenna. Now, with the antennas installed, I'm going to plug the coaxial cables into the booster. It's clearly labeled for the outside and inside antennas. Once they're screwed in tight, I'll plug in the power and watch these LEDs light up. You're looking for a solid green across the board. That means that the antennas are oscillating at full capacity. Blinking lights mean that they may be too close to one another or are picking up interference. So if you see blinking, make sure your antennas are facing away from one another and are as far apart from each other as possible. The orange LEDs indicate the signal strength of the cell tower. Solid orange means that the booster is working at full capacity. Blinking orange means that the cell tower signal is already quite strong, and so the booster is using less gain. And that's it, we're installed. Your devices should start feeling the boost automatically.